Just not teleportation. I mean, you can use teleportation, but there's a reason why very few people use it, because it's dangerous in the Underdark. There's, I think, a 5% chance it's just going to go have a teleportation mishap. You don't want that. That's pretty high for a teleportation mishap.
Yeah, 5%. That's like 1 in 20 chance. Yeah. Don't want to do that.
Diving into our game, we're going to do a little bit of. I debated on how to go about this. We're going to do a little bit of fast forward
All right.
through some of the minutia. The couple things that are essentially not requiring of gameplay time is the, as I said, the minutia. You guys have an entire force. I don't know how many soldiers you have left. I think it's probably high 30s, low 40s,
I think we only
minus
lost
the
what, 1 or 2. Let me double
lost
check.
one to
Yeah.
death so far. If you don't count the shield guardian, which can be restored with magic you have. So I was working on the assumption you guys would
I have
restore.
mending. Does that work?
Well, I
Woo!
think you have it.
We
Do
glue
you-
it back together.
I do have it. Because I took that instead of mold earth. So
I count 18 members of our force, excluding the shield guardian. So.
There is a greater restoration is the spell you need. It's a 5th level cast. So bards and druids both get it.
oh yeah, okay,
Not
yeah.
this
I forgot.
bard.
Bards and druids both have it available.
I forgot that it was petrified.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I have to wait just one day basically, and then I can cast it because I just don't have it prepared.
He's scared. He's petrified.
Oh wait,
The,
never mind.
I was petrified.
Oh, you beat me to it.
There you go. That's so. Essentially, after you killed Karzakar, carved up his corpse in front of the entire community that had worshipped him as a god, and
We prove
then
that his god can be killed.
and
No kings, no masters.
mutilated.
Yeah.
Don't forget mutilated. The and looted his domain through a variety of methods that we didn't necessarily detail. Essentially, the slaves are in a variety of states of loyalty to their god. After you kill him, you get a variety of reactions. You get, everything from anger to worshiping. The old god has been slain, ushering in the new gods who slayed him. So, and it's a spectrum between there. The each of the slaves essentially are no longer slaves. But they have been a community for some time, so they are able to remain or be forced out as you see fit. So it's really all the slaves basically start with 4 levels of exhaustion. They can't really do much. It takes some time, but that is some of the things we're going to kind of time lapse past. You guys have forces you can deploy for that purposes, but they aren't combatants. They couldn't be combatants anyways. There are some. There's like 9 drow, some moon elves, some humans, but they're all commoners for the most part. There's some goblins, orcs, orogs, deep gnomes. The information you guys are able to gather once you have essentially taken the time to, loot and gut the kind-hearted Karazakar, you find yourselves learning, obviously, that he had treasure. You learn that the beholder was very preoccupied with finding the maze engine. They describe it as an arcane contraption, and contraption is the key word. The beholder recently captured a strange mechanical creature that you guys are aware of due to your scouting, and it has been attempting to get the location of the maze engine out of the Modron prisoner. The creature is locked in that same room you knew it was locked in, and at this point, what I will need from you guys before we really do anything is a plan for how long you intend to stay here and what your next intended actions are.
I probably don't want to stay
Maze at this
too
point,
long.
right?
No.
I missed what you said, Dronga.
I was gonna say we should probably head towards the maze at this point, right?
Yeah,
the
I agree.
labyrinth. Yeah.
I mean, there's going to obviously need to be a day or two, or
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
a few days taken to rest and make sure that the plans are in place. As I said, you have troops. Not to mention, this community was obviously, for the most part, self-sufficient. They've been doing most of the work, but they're fairly self-sufficient. You were not able to kill Shedrak the Eyes due to greater invisibility and the party being in a rough shape at the end of the fight. Anyways, it's pretty close to a TPK. So
Almost. Yep.
Mm.
I am going to apply. Let's see, where is it?
The
See
question
if I can.
is he even going to be able to return? That's the question.
Ah,
Maybe.
Well, we can
Hard.
leave forces behind for now, and this can be kind of our base of operation, because I don't think we want to take all of our forces into the labyrinth
No.
anyways.
No.
mhm.
If that's the case, are we leaving like one of our forces as like the de facto like mayor or whatever we want to call it, supervisor?
Yeah,
You guys,
I would agree so.
To say Spirit for certain, I mean, she kind of doesn't want to, but she also kind of doesn't want to bring him along either. She's going to be leaving her husband and son here, obviously, because she can't keep constantly looking over her shoulder at her family to see if they're safe. So,
so what forces are you guys looking to take? Shield Guardian staying, going? Any troops staying or going? That's the kind of information I shall need.
We leave the Shield Guardian in charge. I trust its judgment.
It's robot. You have a new master, the robot kind.
It's cold and calculating. If you're
The
useless,
perfect
you're
leader.
gone. Yeah.
I would say we bring the shield guardian. Mal.
Yeah, I would think so.
God.
Yeah.
what about the
Ah,
Modron?
jeez.
We're going to cover that here shortly. I
okay.
just kind of want to get the general idea of what it is you guys want to do.
Okay.
I guess one question would be, what kind of defensive capabilities do the people here have? Like, not include, like, are they able to really defend themselves? I kind of assumed that the
I mean, they have,
Karzakar was keeping them safe.
for the most part, yes and no. There are some shield dwarves, humans, moonells, drow, deep gnomes, goblins, orals, orcs. They all have some small amount of combat training. The drow, many of the drow who probably went to melee magthier where they were trained. Um, there may be a spellcaster or two. There a lot of them are commoners,
Hmm.
but not all of them are. So there is some combat capabilities. The structure of the uh, maw is very defensible for the
Hmm.
most part, depending on what comes in. So they have the
Like if
capability.
we came in theoretically, not
Right.
very
Uh-oh.
defensible.
Well, let's say barring a party of very powerful high level adventurers.
Pretty much impenetrable. Got it. Do they have weapons to speak of?
They do not
Okay.
high quality weapons, but weapons of some
Okay.
variety.
Just wanted to make sure that if we left, like, I guess the next question is, what is their disposition towards us?
Uh,
How?
it, I mean,
At a,
it's spans the spectrum from angry to worshipping.
Oh, good. That's exactly where I want to be, baby. Let's go.
I
'Cause
mean,
I
yeah, if we're thinking we don't want to bring the army because of the maze scenario to begin with, right?
hmm
Then I think we just leave them all behind and just maybe bring the shield guardian as the meat shield, right?
Yeah. Uh, maybe bring the scouts. I don't see them being particularly useful cooped up here.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see, where's that list of fellers that we have?
I say the scouts are the ones from the Enclave, the Emerald Enclave, and the Sticky Footed Lizards. So
hmm
we also got 3 spies from the Lord's
Zentarum.
Alliance.
Or was it? Yes, it was. My
Yeah.
apologies.
So we can leave behind the Zentarum guys, the Order of the Gauntlet, and the remaining
Mere
dudes.
Barons.
Yeah. Yeah, because Lord's Alliance gave us 5 additional. I think they gave us like 8 guys altogether, 5 regular soldiers and 3 spies. So. Unless those 3 spies also include, make up those 5 guys from. But anyway.
According to the list that I posted earlier, the spies and the soldiers and the soldiers are separate.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Well, so seems like Shield Guardian is going, and maybe the scouts, or leaving the scouts.
Well, they'll take the scouts.
Okay.
Um,
The effect of that will essentially not nullify any of your capabilities.
mhm.
So if you wanted to, still use any of the abilities, you could if you desired.
We just have less
Uh,
failures, basically.
they should not have changed anything, but let me take a look and see if
It was a Zimtarum mercenary that got killed, right?
it was.
Yes. Yeah.
We also owe the Zentarum 1/6 of the treasure that we find. We can't
Right.
forget about that.
So we gotta
Yeah.
divide everything by 6. Gotcha.
I mean, I say we cross that bridge when we get to it, you know?
Burn,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps, when we get to it.
Incoming
Perhaps
map for
yes.
you, Dronga. That relink it to you, Dronga?
Yes, thank you.
Of course, of course. All right, so you guys are looking to take them, and that will be the rest leaving here to essentially help the people acclimate, keep them safe, and essentially prevent you from having to drag an entire force into the labyrinth.
And
We
also, hopefully, keep us from having to fight our way back in here in case they rebel while we're gone.
we did
Fair.
mention a possibility of Spirit maybe extending the psychic connection shared between the party to her family as well.
Yes, I have no issue with that for role playing purposes. If you
Okay.
guys want to uh, establish a uh, two-way communication within reason between Spirit and her family, so that it's not as
Well, the only reason I
find
was
them and leave them type stuff.
The only reason I was thinking about that was because I figure it would also be useful to have 2 additional sets of eyes in the campsite, or in case, to kind of keep an eye on things on our behalf. So that way, in case, even though we got troops there, they could also help out as like sort of like, I wouldn't really say scouts or spies, but like be able to like let us know, hey, there's some sort of problems here on the home front. We've got an uprising. Everything's good on this end, or we got some guys, um, you know, neighbor Jones from down the street decided to start an uprising, and our, your troops bashed his head in.
Right.
Whatever.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm just providing an example here.
Are we are we the psychic being the like the rogue ability I have?
No, it's a variety or version of the myconoid spores would be the most viable way for it to be done. And again, it would be pretty much exclusively for role playing purposes.
Yeah.
So it would allow Spirit to uh, interact with her family, but it wouldn't, and it would essentially require the uh, myconid spores that you guys have all been exposed to. And I think you still have some. So, but it would not be any class ability. It wouldn't be used for combat. It would essentially be a
Yeah.
softening of the impact of Spirit having to leave.
Yeah. It basically being able to write home every day, only just not actually write. Just more like call home every day.
Nice, yeah.
So, with that established, we can, if you desire to speak with, I see you typing, Dronga, the Modron prisoner, you may, but it's not required.
I'll speak with him.
Yeah, I think we all should speak with them, yeah.
The rock's not super hard to move. It is something easily done for you, especially with your earth elemental. I mean, the rock is moved out of the way, but when you get there, you do notice that it's a 6-inch thick circular stone that's basically just rolled into the threshold. So none of these commoners would have been able to like just pull it open.
Yep.
That being said, the duo drone is clearly damaged. It is a duo drone. That's not what I wanted to do. Which is a variety of Modron. I think I've shown you guys a picture of it.
Yep.
Hmm.
I may have even misspoke and called it a monodrone before, but it is a duo drone. It is a strange looking mechanical creature. I'm going to throw a picture up just for the general purpose. It is damaged. You notice there are some broken gears exposed, and it seems to, in addition to being damaged, it seems to be confused as it is, once you open it, walking directly and repeatedly into the wall.
Is it saying anything while it's walking into the wall?
It is not saying anything or doing anything.
I'll go up
What?
to it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what the fuck is that thing doing? It's
Mm.
bashing its own head in.
I think it's walking into a wall.
No, I couldn't tell.
Oh,
I'll try casting mending on it first.
Okay. Mending does seem to do some repair.
Oh, then I'll cast Cure Wounds on it at level 1.
So when you do cast Healing Word or Cure Wounds, I'm sorry, it doesn't have any effect. The healing magic doesn't seem to have a whole lot of an effect on it. The mending
Hmm.
does.
Oh, okay, well, I'll just keep casting mending then. It's cantrip.
And uh, that is something you know from the Shield Guardian. It has an automatic healing that it manages to do on its own. I like that. Uh, so once you guys notice it starts getting healed, from what you know about the Shield Guardian, you're aware that a lot of constructs do have um, self-healing abilities, self-repair. So this thing either doesn't have it or it's choosing not to use it. Now that it is repaired, or at least for the most part repaired, there is no actual, for the actual rule thing, there is no official rule with it. I'd have to actually go into the depths. But for the most part, if you wanted to or needed an actual healing spell for constructs, it would just essentially be a variation of healing word or cure wounds. But it would need to be essentially modified for those types of creatures. The only type of creature that would be essentially 100% immune to it is undead, obviously. Can't heal undead.
Mhm.
That being said, the creature is still walking into the wall, muttering. It seems to be speaking in a series of clicks and whirs, a mechanical language. It doesn't seem to make sense to you. You're not sure if that's because you don't speak that language or because it doesn't make any damn sense. But it seems to be suffering from some type of malfunction other than physical.
Can Drongo walk up to it and just go, oi, and smack it upside the head? The fuck is wrong with you?
You can. And you smack it upside the head. It doesn't necessarily react in any positive or negative way. It continues to walk into the wall. It takes the hit. It seems broken. It seems to now give me a investigation check. Anybody can roll it. Everybody can roll it. I'll leave it up to you.
Oh yeah, +0.
Also,
And
only +1.
oh yeah.
I have a
So,
-1. Hooray! Hey.
those of you who have some experience with the Beholder, you notice that it is definitely some damage from the Beholder's Charm Ray, but it's also erratic destructive behaviors are more in alignment with the effects of the demonic influence. It seems to be a twofold problem. Its circuits or brain has been scrambled by both the madness spreading from the demons and having an incredibly aggressive and liberal use of the charm persuasion tactics of a beholder levied on it repeatedly.
Just gonna like, how big is this thing compared to me?
It's medium. It's about 3 to 5 feet tall, about your height.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like grab it and pick it up so it stops walking into the wall. The fuck do we do now?
I don't know what to do. Can I try and touch it? Well, I guess I touched it when I did cure wounds, but can I try to like shake it out of its stupor a little bit?
You can. Dronga picks it up. You try to shake it. It seems to be looking at you with wild eyes that it doesn't seem to recognize you. It seems to be fluctuating in its focus on you and then not off on you, shifting repeatedly. It's essentially in the throes of some type of mental damage.
Hmm. I don't have anything that can cure a mind. Maybe. No.
Are you asking me or telling me?
No, I'm role playing to other people. I don't think I have anything that can cure a mind, especially of a mechanical creature.
Well, I could beat its head until the screws stop turning loose.
No, 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 no.
I could try charming it myself.
I don't think that is the best idea, but that is better than bashing its brains.
Yep.
I would be worried that if it's already been charmed and manipulated, that further use would just further damage it.
The only other thing I can think of is greater restoration on it. You
It
can
could
reduce
be.
the target.
We could try something smaller first, perhaps.
Would lesser restoration work?
Not what I was thinking, but maybe I don't know. Uh, Spirit, I've noticed that there's times where you're able to like something might affect you, and you're able to do some type of monk shit and break it. Is there anything you could do that maybe could help this creature to just snap out of it? You know?
Say she looks at it and she says, "Mechanical creatures are nothing I have absolutely any experience with. That was more in the realm of my mentor, Dr. Fox. If he were here, he'd probably be able to figure something out. But you know, that's kind of not an option at this point."
We can maybe try and find a tinkerer of some kind.
Yeah, if there was one here, but I don't know if there's one here. But
I don't know either.
the alternative I was considering, I guess, could be we could try including it into the mental, like, psychic link that I can create. That might allow it to communicate in a way that it currently can't.
It's the only option we've
Worth-
got.
It's worth a shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need
Now-
to share a language?
That is a good question, God. One moment. Let me think on that.
I'm gonna say I speak Common, Undercommon, and Tabaxian. That's the only 3 languages I see, aside from maybe bullshit and sarcasm.
I can cast polymorph? What the fuck? Didn't know that.
You cast polymorph on yourself.
All the time.
Kind of.
So yes,
We do not need to speak. We do not need to speak a common language. They simply need to be able to speak, like any language.
Okay.
Now, just in case, because of all the concerns, should I do this alone? Like break the link to the rest of you and then just connect one-on-one with this being, or should some of you join and others not? What do we think?
I can try and join. My mind's pretty
Yes,
fortitude.
you do have a strong mind. I also, if people were to be affected negatively, you would be the one to save us, right?
Yep.
Like maybe you're especially the one person who should not, you know?
Oh, okay. I can give you something. Wait.
I'll join in.
I was thinking that, Spirit, you might be able to overcome any intrusions. I honestly was thinking that myself, Nyx, perhaps, and Spirit would be the best ideas.
All right.
Yeah, I think those 3, yes.
Okay. That's fair
Because Roland, you should stay, clear-minded in case you need to save us. And we don't want Drango to go fucking nuts and kill us all. So
enough. That's fair.
Well. No, okay, yeah, you're fair. That's fair.
Spirit takes a deep breath and enters into a meditative state, clearing her mind.
Nyx, you good to join, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think I could do that. It'll probably be fine, right?
Yeah, it's just maybe if we need to just inspire us or whatever, like psychically. I don't know.
Yeah, I can do that, I think. Probably.
I really have no idea what the fuck you do. You just like you make things happen in a good way. You know, I
Yeah.
don't understand.
Don't worry, neither do I.
Okay, okay.
Okay, before you guys do this, I'll cast enhance ability on all you guys. So I'll have to cast it at 4th level to get all of you. Well, at least the 3 of you. You'll have Owl's Wisdom, so you get advantage on Wisdom saving throws
Oh, nice.
or Wisdom checks. I don't know if that includes
Actually,
saving throws or not.
it does not.
Yeah,
Okay, then just checks.
Alright.
checks are not throws.
Better than anything.
Or
Mhm.
would you like something else? Would you like intelligence checks or
No,
I don't know.
I think wisdom is probably the best.
it's probably safe bet? Yeah. Okay, cool. There you go.
Okay, then on that note, here we go.
All right. Who is getting in the mental link?
I am.
Yeah, spirit smoking next.
Yep.
Okay. So you break the link with those who are not in so far. And you guys are immediately flooded with the overwhelming, disjointed memories and thoughts of this mechanical creature. It is something that is jarring almost right away. You're flooded with images that you necessarily don't understand. It is very confusing at first, and then you get flashes of demon lords, overwhelming screeches of mechanical gears breaking, the alien nature of its mind and its communication forces its way into all of you with those images of the demon lords, provoking a wisdom saving throw from all 3 of you.
Let's go.
I tried.
Oh, rough.
Oh no.
If it was gonna happen to anybody though, it was gonna be Spirit.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Can't argue with that.
If history has taught us anything.
If history has taught us anything,
Alright.
yeah.
Spirit, roll me a percentile dice, please. And it has its own dice now, so how's that?
Is this one?
It may be worth mentioning at this time, unless there's something that prevents it. Like spirit, you can break the link for yourself at any moment.
Okay.
So Spirit breaks the link without choosing to, and immediately begins rolling on the ground, holding her head, and the creature breaks the link from the other 2 of you. The
Uh-oh.
the effect is 100% identical to Demon Madness, and it takes about 30 seconds before Spirit passes out.
Well,
Roland
I
just
hope
looks
that
at her
wasn't.
like,
I hope that
well,
wasn't permanent.
that's kind of weird. I feel Spirit's forehead. See if it feels hot.
Yeah, help her. I don't know what that was exactly, but definitely craziness. Like you need to fix spirit's brain. Yes.
Okay. Can I kind of see if I can tell what's wrong with her first? I guess somehow. I don't know.
She is, from what they are telling you, she is essentially being affected by the same type of demonic madness you guys have seen spreading through the Underdark. And in your experience, you've seen it affected, stymied, and alleviated by restoration spells of greater or lesser.
Okay. I will just go safety and cast Greater Restoration on her. That'll cost me
Okay.
some money. I think it costs like 100 gold worth of diamonds or something.
I think we're good for it.
Yeah, 100 gold worth of diamond
is.
dust.
Yeah, not 100, and you don't need to have the diamond dust. You can just remove 100 gold. You can take it off the party sheet or what have you.
Yeah, because I don't have 100 gold, so on
Oh.
my sheet.
I'll let you guys take that up with each other.
You can take it out of my share.
Okay,
Roland just reaches into her pockets and is like,
hold
yeah,
on, I
that'll
need
do."
this.
I use your pocket lint to cast spells.
Does it work, the restoration spell?
It does. So you cast on the restoration spell, and Spirit immediately wakes up. She has a headache, and I skipped the flaw of madness that she would gain because I had a feeling it was going to be relieved immediately. But there's no doubt in your guys' mind this creature is under the lingering and persistent effects of demonic madness.
Do we think the same spell would help this creature, or
Might,
is it
yeah,
too
I could try
late?
casting Greater Restoration on him. It'd be my last 4th level spell for today, actually. Or 5th? 5th? What is it?
Fifth
Yeah,
level for greater
it's 5th.
restoration.
It'd be my last 5th level spell for the day. Yeah, I'll try casting Greater Restoration or a variation of it. I don't know. For mechanical creatures.
Just out of curiosity, what type of madness would she have attained if we had not done the restoration on that?
The flaw, I will not rest until I have made someone else mine. Doing so is important to me, more important to me than my own life or the lives of others. Randomly assigned person becomes your infatuation, and you pursue it without
Oh,
Oh, that
willingness
would have
to
been
stop.
fucking bad. That would have
yeah,
been fucking bad.
considering that
Yep.
she's already married, yes. Oh,
She just got her husband back. All right, done with this. Done with this hoe.
Uh, so you're casting Greater Restoration on the duo
Yeah,
drone?
on the I don't know if it's gonna work because it's a construct, but I'm gonna try it.
Mm-hmm. 2 seconds.
Well, did it work on the Did it work on our sentinel or shield guardian?
It did.
It did.
It did.
So
I was working
It's
on
true.
just. I assume you guys removed 100 gold to get him back, but if you didn't, you should. But that being said, once you cast it, the creature immediately calms and looks around quizzically, uh, giving the fact that beholders lack restoration magic suddenly makes sense. It seems to look around before kind
Keep it-
of taking stock of it. Are you still holding it up?
Yup. I'm like holding it like a person who doesn't like kids would hold out a baby, like straight arms out, like looking at it like, what the fuck is this thing? What do I do with it?
We would appreciate if dwarf creature would set us down.
It fucking talks. Okay, little robot, and I put it down.
The duodrone moves a short distance away, looking at itself, looking at you,
I take an opportunity
kind of
attack.
taking
No, just
stock.
kidding.
Fucking challenge rating on a duo drone's like 1/4.
I kill it. No,
I'm
Hit
kidding. I'm
point
kidding. I'm sorry. I'm
11.
sorry. Continue.
Dronga smash. So it looks around at all of you, kind of taking stock. Is anybody saying anything, or are you waiting for it to speak?
I was gonna say
Good
something.
story.
How do you feel now, little creature?
We are better. We have no memory. We were part of a great.
You're kind of cutting out there, Tony.
We have no memory of our here.
We only heard bits and pieces of that, Tony.
Yeah.
Creature says it has no memory of its arrival here. We were part of a great march. We were separated from the march. We became lost. Then we were captured by human race with eyes on its head. Last memory. It seems to not have any lingering memory from the effect of the time around the madness.
Well, on the plus side, you don't have to worry about the beholder anymore. We took care of that motherfucker.
Where were you emerging from?
We were we were part of the great march of Mechanus.
Mechanus.
Just to clarify, is that like in the Underdark or?
Let's see here. Who can give me a religion check? Let's see who can get
Oh,
away with that. I'll take
religion.
the history. I'll take history from you. You can keep that roll for religion if you want.
Sure.
I'll take history from Agile Smoke too, given his archaeological background.
Religion.
This wasn't where your field of study, apparently.
Apparently.
I'm just gonna go off the assumption that with Spirit being a student of the Rock Gnome Artificer, that she probably would have heard him mention it at least once or twice in her years with him. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So a few of you have heard of it. Dronga didn't even try. She's like, nope.
Nope.
So it's actually not super obscure. It's not common knowledge, but anybody who it's one of the great, I wouldn't say wonders, but let's say curiosities of the multiverse. So essentially, it is known by pretty much everybody except for Agile Smoke and Roland. So Mechanus is one of the planes of existence. I can pull up. There's planes of existence. It's a little obscure. It'd get down into the minutia to explain all the planes, but it's one of the outer planes that is centered around alignment. It's the lawful neutral center of the universe, the multiverse. I'm sorry, that is a distinction that matters. And every so often, there's some dispute on how often due to an abnormal march in recent centuries, but every so often, the Modrons, which are these mechanical creatures, they march through the multiverse. They walk out of Mechanus and they essentially march all the way around the entire multiverse. They go through the abyss, they go through the nine hells, they march through the chaos of the astral plane. They go all around the entire multiverse, including through the prime material plane. And they collect what I can only guess to be gigaquads of data, and they march and go all the way in this essentially unstoppable, ambivalent, mechanized wave of creatures, and they go all the way around, and then they get back to Mechanus and put all of their knowledge back into Mechanus, what they learned. Since we got Adra Nix up here with her natural 20, the reason why is there's some debate is it previously was known on Faerun to be done every 289 years, which is roughly 17 precise cycles of the great cog of Mechanus, that is the plane of existence of the Modrons. But a few a few centuries ago, the Great Modron March took place at exactly 89 years instead of 289 years after the last one. No one really knows, or not anybody you've ever talked to knows why, but now there is some dispute since it's gone every 289 years for thousands of years. Now it changed, and then nobody knows why. This one was part of a Great Modron March and got lost and then captured. If anybody's curious, the Great Modron March that was abnormally started is the source, or is actually detailed in a D&D adventure from 2nd edition.
Cool.
It's actually one of the best ones by Monty Cook. But this particular fellow is confused and unable to tell you how he got here, except that he was separated during the march he was involved in and captured by a human.
The previous landlord was torturing you for information about the maze engine. Does that mean anything to you?
We are not aware of designation maze engine. What is its purpose and appropriate designation?
Yeah, no, we have no fucking clue.
It's said to be in the labyrinth, and perhaps it moves, but we don't really know.
We are aware of the geographical designation labyrinth. There is an orderer 296 miles southeast of your present location. Designation orderer 9673.
Orderer.
And what would an orderer be?
Orderer is device of Mechanus, brings order to chaos, restructures reality to properly align with the natural order of the multiverse.
Ooh. We should
Spirit-
definitely find that.
No wonder Karzakar wanted to get its, eye stalks, I guess, on it. The Orders don't exactly have hands, do they?
No, they don't.
No.
Did the Orderer make the labyrinth then?
We are unaware of the Orderer's purpose.
Can you help us find it?
We must rejoin the march or return to Mechanus. Is this a viable route back to Mechanus?
The heads to it. It could provide order to your cause and put you back where you need to be.
In fact, I mean, that could be the only way. I don't know how else to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh fuck, which of us?
How about I
don't-
help
It-
you
you
do
know,
it?
But say, yeah,
You-
I don't
roll,
have
rolling
any.
or smoke, whichever one of you wants to jump on that grenade.
I have a 0.
Same here.
You have a negative?
No, but I don't have a positive.
So you're also a 0.
I am a 0.
So it doesn't really. Well, if we're helping each other, does that give us advantage or no? Or it's just one of us does it?
Just one of you are doing it.
Just one
Whichever,
roll.
I'll let one of you two do it.
Fuck it, I'm rolling it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rolling it.
Nice.
Meant to be.
Heck yeah.
It seems to stop. Some little bit of whirring gears can be heard inside its head before it looks back at Roland and says, "Your logic is accepted. We will lead you to the Orderer. In exchange, you will activate and return us to Mechanus."
Yeah, das is good deal. Yes.
Before we depart, we require designation.
You mean our names? They say,
We require designation within this unit.
oh,
Oh, you need a name. Okay.
I was muted when I was trying to explain that.
Robot, I guess.
No.
That's all I've got.
Units 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as it goes through, it points at each of you. We are unit. Unit designation is, and it looks at all of you.
Like 6, I guess. 6.
This unit is
Oh.
6.
Wait, are you asking for our names?
It
This.
accepts.
Yeah,
It accepts that Agile Smoke has named it 6, and it is now input that designation, and it will answer as 6.
I guess it's the
Okay.
number of sides it has.
6 and Nyx. Gotcha.
Oh shit! But there's the Shield Guardian too.
Wait, can you just be
He
named
just
9?
voted 7.
Just in case something happens. Just name yourself 9.
No, 6
You
is
guys are going
good.
to call
6
him
is
9?
good.
No, 6
No,
is good.
6 is fine. 6 is
6 is fine.
Okay. You guys have named him 6. It 6. Genderless that it is. Sexless that it is.
It will be 6 of 7.
Well, there you go.
Like 7 of 9.
Oh, there you go.
oh
was
man,
slightly off track.
we had a Star Trek joke right staring us right in the face, and we totally missed it. Oh well. Oh, whatever.
The Duo Drone 6 is prepared to provide you guidance to the Orderer.
All right, are we ready to go, or should we should probably
Oh.
divvy up some of this loot that we got too.
Yes. Yes.
I think that Nick should get the robe of eyes so she can get dark vision.
Oh, okay.
That
Well, there you go.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus some other shit, but mostly the dark vision.
I say,
The rest of it, I don't know.
I already had the 100 GP in my pocket, so I went ahead and I just deleted that out for the greater restoration use. So
Mhm.
we don't have to worry about deleting that from the party sheet.
I think Smoke would probably benefit the most from the gem of seeing.
Oh, this is weird.
Wearing the robe.
Yes.
Wearing the robe of eyes. Close your eyes. Can you still see?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird.
Can you see behind you?
I can see everything.
Ah!
Can you like turn it off?
No.
Oh God.
I yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys agree with the gem of seeing idea of going to Smoke, and I think the ring of free action would go to Jiranga. That's just my input, though.
I mean,
And then I
Yeah, I
don't-
gotta see.
I'm already attuned to 3 items, so I can't take anything else.
I only
Only
got
have-
one.
What is this little? Oh yeah, attunement. I only have 2, so I could. Let me see what it does here.
And then I don't think it really matters who has the necklace of adaptation. I don't really need it because I can pretty much breathe anywhere depending on what I change into. Or I just change into an elemental that doesn't technically need to breathe.
Hey, does anyone else see that? Nyx is
Nope.
pointing at nothing.
Yeah, in the ethereal plane.
Okay.
No,
But,
that's.
but what do you
I
see?
don't
Do
see
you
it.
see the Invisible Man?
Is
It's
it in my
prob-
head? Is it in my hair?
I don't know. I think it's probably a ghost. It's fine.
Ghost? Where?
We accidentally gave Nyx a cursed object.
Have you tried taking it off?
Okay. Whoa, this is weird now.
Spirit looks kind of interested and just kind of like steps a little closer and be like, "What is this all about anyway? You mind if I try this on for a sec?"
Of course, go ahead.
And she slips it on, and like almost immediately she screams out, "I can see it to infinity!" And she like rips it off and just kind of like curls up in a ball, just on the floor,
It'll
quivering.
be fine. I'll get used to it. It'll be fine. At least I can see in the dark now.
Hey, very nice. You guys are okay if I take that ring of free action?
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
okay
Go
with
for it.
I do think someone should use the necklace of adaptation, but I don't know who.
It's honestly just, it's probably just a bonus thing, really, at this point. It just, whoever would be able to save everyone else from cloud kill.
Yes, it does. It does cost a attunement slot, but
I can take the stone speaker crystal. I forgot that this thing existed.
does it do anything outside of the Swan Speaker's
Yeah, you
location?
it can cast spells basically at cost of charges.
Yeah, Crystal, it's 10 charges. When holding it, you can use an action to expend one of the following spells: Speak with animals, Speak with plants, or Speak with dead.
Yeah. You can also use it to get rid of the cost of divination spells at 1 charge per level of the spell. The crystal is not consumed when used in this way. And then it gets stuff back, so that's kind of cool.
I mean, why not then? Yes.
I'll take it since we're handing out items.
All right.
And then
I see you
yeah,
guys moving things around.
whoever wants the necklace of adaptation, I don't really need it.
Yeah, I don't either.
You
If
can
no
leave it
one-
on the party.
I mean, I could take it. I only have one magic item. Might as well.
Yeah, then take it. Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
take
be good, anyways.
This doesn't say that it requires attunement, but I know it does.
It does say it requires attunement.
Well, it says, yeah, but it doesn't have the little slot that I could click on it.
Where's it at on your sheet?
Oh, I was gonna say
Is
mine.
it the necklace or the?
The stone speaker crystal.
Okay,
The necklace
let me
and the
take a
robe
look.
don't have the little thing for me either, but I've manually updated my attuned items.
I'll take a
okay.
look at it. It might be something unusual. I believe it has to actually. So
Or maybe I have to
if
equip
you
it?
notice
Oh.
where it. Nope. So you
No.
see in Stone Speaker Crystal, it says rare under rarity, but it
Yep.
says it in the description. It's looking for it in
Oh, in the
the-
rarity. Gotcha.
the rarity. Oh, it's one of the things about converting stuff into fantasy grounds. You know why things don't work a lot. Which ones weren't working for you, Nyx? Robes
Both
and something else.
robes and necklace, but I'm adding the necklace. I'm updating them now.
Yeah, I just
When it says
you can.
any when it says any environment, does that include underwater?
It does.
Oh, Nyx can breathe underwater now.
Nice.
Well,
No.
this doesn't necessarily apply to this group, but that is a very useful magic item because on planes of existence like the elemental plane of fire,
I can
it's
breathe
actually
I can breathe fire.
you can breathe fire.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
nice.
Now,
bananas.
it doesn't prevent you from burning to death, so you might need
No.
something else. But if
I
you
have a
were
ring of
prevented
fire
from burning to
resistance.
death, the sea of fire in the elemental plane of fire is only like 15 feet deep because at the floor of it, it's just literally solidified, compressed flames.
The only thing that's not on fire is the fire that's too compressed to be on fire.
It's
I'm on it.
basically like the
I
Nether
will
from
take care of
Minecraft. Got it.
Yeah, you did. It's just bedrock down there.
Two of the players in my other game, foolishly, found themselves thrown into the lake of fire in the sea of fire in the elemental plane of fire. Both were killed instantly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
As were their magic items.
Now that's even worse.
All right, so you guys have everything you need.
I have
From the
two last
Modron.
ones. I have two last ones.
Okay.
One's I'll do the easy ask first. I hope we'll see. The Gem of Seeing. To use it, I have to
Mhm.
look through it. Can I
Yes.
like either have somebody else craft this, or can I craft like effectively make it into like a like an eye patch, but have it be like the gem? So whenever I need to, I can like flip it up over top.
I don't see why not. It's not necessarily. I mean, it's a gem. It doesn't necessarily dictate how large it is, but bear in mind it is not permanently activated.
Yeah, so it'd be like I wouldn't be all wearing it all the time, but whenever I need it, I'd wear it rather than just like hold it up and look through it.
Essentially, yes. The Gem of Seeing actually. Let me see if I can pull it up. It might have an image, but you can actually look through it at all times. It just doesn't function at all times, if that makes sense.
Oh, so I could like
'Cause you
always
have to
have like
activate the Gem
a
of Seeing.
gem eyeball, just like that guy from House of Dragons.
I'm just gonna let you work that out. But it doesn't look like so. This is, in at least one of my favorite depictions of it. because it's the most smoke thing I've ever seen. It's like a monocle on a stick.
Okay, actually, I'm feeling that. Okay.
Where's the top
But
hat?
you can,
Never
you
mind.
know,
You just didn't pass the perception check. That's all.
Every time
so you can
Smoke
have it
holds
as
it
an
up.
eye patch. So you have to activate it. It is an
Yeah.
action to activate it,
Right.
and then you get true sight. So yeah, you can wear it in any way you want, and actually, I think the image already exists right here, like a headband type eye patch.
Hey, that's from Naruto. That's a Sharingan right there.
Ah,
I don't know what that is. It has a gem of seeing.
I'm wearing-
I
I'm
didn't
wearing-
zoom in.
I'm wearing a shabu gun then. Wait, what'd you say?
Sharingan?
Sharingan, yeah.
Sharingan. Yeah, I'm wearing a Sharingan. There you go.
No,
Cool.
there
Now,
you go.
now we just need to get a face mask that like covers like the rest of his face too.
Yep.
Is it left eye or right eye?
Left eye.
It's actually middle of your forehead, like a third eye.
What
The
was the other
fuck?
magic item you needed edited?
Let me.
Yeah, the second thing was maybe a bigger ask. It's a crafting question.
Yes.
And I'll open it up to the group. I only have one idea for myself, but we have the purple worm hide, purple worm protective plate, and then the tail stinger. So the hide and the plate can both make like kind of regular armors, but then have acid resistance, which sounds pretty fucking good. But then the tail stinger can make a few weapons, and when you use the weapon, it does an extra 2d6 acid damage.
Ooh.
That's really good. So, can we make anything?
Can
Or at
anyone
least get
even
that process going?
can anyone make or like wear plate or half plate heavy armor? I don't think so. I don't think any of us can.
No.
I tend to not want to wear armor.
Yeah, that's
same
fair.
here.
I don't know if druids can. I know I can't wear metal armor.
I think Drongo would be able to wear half plate technically because it's medium, and I think they're.
I can wear
Good.
medium armor.
You can wear half plate then.
I
Yeah,
can
and
wear.
it's not metal as far as I could tell because it's an animal hide. So
It's made out of worms.
Let's say I can wear leather armor, but I don't want to because that infects with my crazy monk shit. So.
yeah,
Yeah.
So if you wanted to craft half plate, you could wear it, Roland.
cool.
It's up to you.
I will try to craft the half plate.
I mean, it's going to take you 4 days to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually do have an expanded set of crafting rules, but they are not integrated into this campaign, and they won't be. But I will put this on your sheet. Well, funnily enough, it will not add to your skills. Give me a couple seconds. Purple worm half plate. Watch the weight. I don't know what your strength is, but
Oh, it's fucking. It's high. I can carry up to double as as if I'm a large creature, anyways, because I'm a furball.
Yeah.
all right. So I need to add a resistance to you, which shouldn't be too difficult because you already have a resistance. So let me tinker with your effects here.
Yeah, no worries. Does that consume just one of the purple worm plates, or
2 plates.
2 of them?
2 plates per set, I believe.
2 plates. Yeah, okay, I missed that.
I deleted it down to 3 from 5, added
So we can make another
damage.
one if somebody else needs medium armor or can wear medium armor. Except Dronga can't. Nyx probably can't. Spirit doesn't want to. So
Yeah.
I guess it's up to Smoke if he wants it.
No, I don't think I can. I don't think I have
Okay,
proficiency.
never mind. I was literally the only one.
Yeah. Was that so? Sorry, maybe I don't know if I missed this or not. Did that end up being masterwork quality or no?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so, but it's okay. Yeah. So then the leather armor the acid resistance would be good for maybe me, but then I got masterwork leather armor, so
Yeah.
I don't think I want it.
I'm gonna need that money to spend it on this armor. Because I have no money.
Of course, no, it makes sense. And then what about the weapon? What about the tail stinger?
Make it. I can even. Well, that takes like 24 days. That's a long time.
Oh,
you can,
yeah.
You can work on it like
You can,
in between though, right?
yeah, like as we're traveling, you can work on it, right?
Well,
Yes.
so I mean, if anybody wants a longsword or a lance or a rapier,
I feel like a rapier would probably be there.
I don't think I
Play.
can use any of those.
I know I can use a
So I'm good.
longsword, but
I don't need
Depends
it
on who
anyways.
depends on who wants it, basically.
to
feel
say
like-
I'm just gonna ask the question,
Yep.
and then see what Tony's answer is, and then we can decide after that. But is there anywhere I could turn that into like a crossbow bolt?
Just one.
You mean the stinger?
Yeah, I mean, if I could like break it down to multiple, that'd be even better. But like, I'm just picturing like, is there any way I could just like effectively
Yes,
turn the stinger?
Absolutely. Those are just the most common that I expected people, or she expected people to want. I actually converted this one for her, so, but yeah,
'Cause I-
absolutely.
Because I could totally see myself using that too, but that's obviously like there's a decent chance I shoot it and then never get it back, right? So
Well, magic items, let me get back to you on that, but you could craft it into some crossbow bolts.
I'd be very happy to do that unless anybody else wants to use it for another purpose.
No, I'm good. I've got plenty of weapons. My character's gonna be walking arsenals anyway, so
I don't use weapons. I can finally get rid of this hide armor that I got super early on in the game, and it's like terrible. Got off of some dead body.
Well, then I would certainly like to at least convert some crossbow bolts into what do we call it? I guess stinger bolts or something.
Sure. I'll have to actually draw that up into an item for you, but that won't be too bad.
A claw that does that automatically.
It does indeed. What I need to do is I need to find out how to test. All right, Nix, I'll do that. I'm gonna mess with your character sheet while we do this. Is there anything else anybody else wants to do while I have it all up?
Can Nyx wear leather armor or studded leather armor?
Yep.
You
Light
make
armor.
that into. You make that into. If you want that
Yeah.
armor resistance or acid resistance.
If we we can turn it into
The
studded
purple
leather.
worm. The purple worm hide.
Yeah, if we turn it into studded leather, that would be splendid. Nyx has only leather armor right now.
Yeah, that's only 45 gold in 3 days. So.
Yeah.
So the time that I'm making the plate, you make the hide. Boom.
Yeah,
Bob's
yeah. Why
your uncle.
not? Why not?
Why not? Crafting buddies.
Okay.
So studded leather goes on to Nyx. I'll switch that to wearing. That should have raised her armor class. Where's her
Right,
standard leather?
Gonna get rid of the standard leather. Done. It's
You
gone.
can. Well,
In terms of like crafting the bolts and whatnot, or like the weapon, Dronga will help. Only if because she's got the background and knowing how to do it from her short time working at the blacksmith.
right.
Not that I'm proficient or anything, but just for flavor.
Still helps.
Yep.
Let's add resist acid to Nyx. All right, got them both on there.
Yes.
Perfection.
yeah, Spirit will help out where she can, but she's like not proficient in crafting anything aside from the woodwork she had earlier in the campaign.
Okay.
So
So we got new armor on the druid, new armor on the bard, weapons being crafted, magic items handed out.
Would now be a good time to figure out what the fuck we're doing with the purple worm head?
Oh,
Mount it
what does it do?
in my room.
It's only-
I want it on the wall.
I
Yeah,
was
we could
just
also
gonna
pick it up
suggest
and
that.
we could like nail it to the wall and point to the other people and say, "Hey, piss us off, and we'll do to you what we did to that thing."
Maybe let's not terrorize the people of the area,
Oh, you're no
but
fun. Okay.
I do want to hang it up. My trophy, and I want a plaque underneath it saying that I took its fucking head off.
I still say we
What
should
can
put like. I don't know if we can do this because I think the beholder's corpse is still pretty heavy, but I don't know if we can like put it on a pike or something.
I think it's a little too big for that.
Ah, yeah, you're right.
Might
It's like
need
100
like
pounds.
100
Imagine how
pike.
badass that would be, though.
I think you put on a few pikes.
Yeah.
Just like make a TP with it.
Oh
On top.
man,
Huh.
I just realized something.
What's up?
What?
The robe of eyes. My eyes are never considered closed or averted while I'm wearing it. I'm sure that will be fine.
Just can't fight Medusas.
Oh, that's
Well, there's
interesting.
one way you can make them closed.
Just throw it off.
No, if you cast a light spell near it, it like blinds you.
Nyx
Wow.
does have light, like just like bah, ah.
There's
Imagine.
also Dawnbringer as well. I mean that but
This is gonna be such a fun magic item.
Boy, oh boy. Helpful and yet also hurtful. Also, I'll say this. Tyler, as the player, wants Stronger to have a beefier AC because her AC is only 15 and it's absolute trash. However, Dronka is like, fuck that. Not putting on armor.
You'd have. What's your dex?
Is 12, so +1.
oh, I just realized next.
You would only get a 6 for the half plate, or like 16 with the half plate, so it's not really that big of a deal.
I just realized next level up is ASI for me. I can go ahead and throw those into decks too. Get me a +4.
Nice.
Holy schmoly!
Yeah. Raise my armor class up to 17.
All right, let's carry on so we can get level up and get ASI.
For everybody?
All right.
Dang.
So now when everybody is in their new gear, a few days resting, I'm going to apply a long rest for the crafting time, and you guys are long rested. You have plans for the community. You've adopted a duo drone, named him 6 of 7. It 6 of 7. Restored your shield guardian, and you are departing the maw. You are departing for the labyrinth. How are you getting there? You're taking some scouts and the shield guardian.
Yeah, we don't really need to fast travel since we don't really know exactly where we're going. So yeah, go the slow route.
Okay. It
Well,
is
I
not
cut them
a
off.
extreme.
Yeah.
What's that?
Unless like the party wants to, like, how many people are we bringing? Because I can only cast on 10, I guess.
It's up to you. You got 7 plus however many scouts you want.
All the scouts plus the sticky lizards, right?
Sticky lizards!
True.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yep,
we can
you
just
guys.
go sticky lizards then. We'll just do windwalk when we need to get back somewhere
Yeah.
fast.
Makes sense. How many?
Well,
Because we don't. How many do we have left?
We have 4 scrolls, and then I can cast it once.
Here's
Oh,
the
that's right.
thing,
You
though.
can cast it now. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
If you guys take more than 10 and you find yourself in an emergency situation, you're going to have to choose who is left behind.
We abandon the sticky lizards if it comes to it.
And
I
the
think
duo
you're taking
drone.
more than 3 scouts.
Are there not only 3 scouts?
I don't know how many scouts there are.
Let me double check.
I
think
believe
there's
there were 3. Yeah.
So we take the 3 scouts,
Perfect.
do a drone and us, and that's 10 people plus the lizards.
As a general rule, I don't count the lizards as I count them as with the person, so
Okay.
it's
Perfect. Then we don't have to
I-
leave the
I-
lizards behind.
you don't have to leave them. So you guys depart the mall, leaving everything as has been discussed, and you head out into the Underdark again after some recuperation, some crafting, and whatnot. That being said, as you move, you travel maybe 2 to 3 days before you are almost right away back into the frying pan. The labyrinth is pretty clearly approaching as things start to get confusing. Move your token down here. Now, as you are traveling, the tunnel you've been following and moving like that, it eventually and starts to widen gradually until it opens into a cave that is soaring, ceilinged, pretty high overhead, maybe 50, 60 feet. There are patches of glowing fungus clinging to the walls, filling this entire chamber with dim light, unfortunately for smoke. There are columns of stone that support it, and there is a rock marked with veins of glittering crystals. All across this chamber, there is a huge cleft. It is ringed by protrusions of, or a profusion of sigils, glyphs. They're wiped onto the wall, carved in a couple places, mostly wiped with a brownish red dry liquid. And stacked on either side of the opening you have passed through is a large collection of heads. Many knoll heads, but also intermixed here of the humanoid races. And departing off from this chamber, ahead of you on the opposite side are 15 smaller tunnels.
Six. Do you know which way? Which tunnel?
It seems to be assessing before making a motion, pointing at 3 tunnels. It says each of these tunnels are in the direction of the Orderer. We do not possess a map of this region, but these are in the direction. Orderer now 178 miles south by southwest.
Say, well,
Take the
you
one on the left. I always go with the left.
So as you guys are walking, you see the glyphs are twisted and writings. There's a couple things you guys managed to pick up. They seem to be names, proper nouns, and some of them are written upside down. Can anybody read Abyssal?
Nope.
Good question. No.
I can find out pretty quick, like this.
Nope.
Eckerd could
Understood
probably,
by
I think,
0.
but
All right.
Eckerd's not here anymore. He's part of a different campaign.
So as you guys are picking your tunnel, you walk all the way across the chamber, leaving behind the mound of heads. As you approach, a knoll creeps out of the shadows of one of the stalagmites. He's glancing behind you at the pile of heads. The knoll is not as ferocious as you have seen other knolls. In the past, you guys have seen, no, the intimidating versions of gnolls, such as Ram Knoll, as it cut down Queen Ophelia, who I will point out, when updated, as she often is on the campaign, said she's disappointed that you guys betrayed Karazakar instead of getting him into the Friends Club. So you know.
Yeah,
This is
well.
self-defense
sure she would.
betrayal.
I'm sure she would have got you killed.
That would have been the time.
Right. So this knoll is the opposite of Ram Knoll. It's filthy, bent. It's covered in tatters of clothing, scraps of blood-crusted armor, and it only has one good eye. It looks like its other eye is covered in scarred tissue that was intentionally, repeatedly scarred to cause it to heal in a nasty-looking way. The wretched-looking gnoll kind of crawls out and approaches you with its arms and head down. Like its arms are kind of out, extended, its head's down, and it speaks to you first in a guttural language that none of you understand, and then it tries to talk to you in its dog-like yiping language. And does anyone speak Knoll?
Nope.
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 Okay. So it attempts to communicate with you in two different languages. Neither one of them you understand.
I'll look at it and go, no, we don't know what you're saying.
Spirit turns to 6 and is like, you wouldn't happen to be able to translate, would you?
Bark, 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 bark.
Wait, I have something for this.
You just insulted its mother.
Nick says.
Okay.
Hold on. And they produce a pinch of soot and salt and cast Comprehend Languages.
Hell yeah, that works.
All right. The guttural and yiping languages shifts, and as it flows into your ears, it is translated. The pitiful creature says, Powerful masters, you honor us with your presence. Seek you passage through the maze? The spiral of the great Horn King. I can help you. Trust Gash, and he will see you through the maze, he will. Follow me.
He wants to lead us through the maze.
Oh, does he now?
Can we
Yep.
trust him?
Well, I can understand what he's saying, but I don't think he can understand me. So I can't ask that question. Although, how do we feel about Zone of Truth?
I don't speak lies. Often.
Okay.
Often.
No. I look right dead into Nix's face and I go, do you really think we can trust a knoll to take us through the most deadliest labyrinth in the Underdark without getting hurt or caught in a trap?
I can try charming him.
Like, can I? It's so hard because it's like I want to fucking check to see if this guy's telling the truth, but I can't understand what he's saying.
Well, I guess I don't know if he can understand us. Can you understand us? Nick says.
In what language?
Undercommon.
That's
And I'm assuming, I'd have to look up the spell, but I'm assuming comprehend languages affects you and not him.
Yes. comprehend languages
He
says I understand the literal definition, the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear, and may also understand any text I can see, but I must be touching it. Takes 1 minute to read a page of text. It doesn't decode secret messages.
Oh, gotcha. So you
but-
can read the glyphs on the wall if you touch them, but
Yes, that I'm gonna
type stuff.
do that in a bit. So yeah, Nyx will try Undercommon, and if that doesn't get any response, Elvish, Dwarvish, Draconic, and then Common.
It's too bad Spirit's not level 13. She would have Tongue of the Sun and Moon.
It
Tongue-
it doesn't understand you, Gash, as he called himself, but he begins pantomiming that he can help you and
Mhm.
save you from joining the pile.
Nyx nods slowly. Oh, also his name is Gash.
It's now very
Fitting.
comely.
No, but it's fitting.
It is fitting. Unless you're British, then it's not. But
That's why I was laughing.
That's a different problem.
Alex and I saw the name, and I instantly was like, "Haha, he's named after a vagina."
Not where my mind went, but thank you for the mental image.
That's my wife.
I have.
I'm a
what's the movie
14-year-old
called?
boy.
Well, I will say this
Mhm.
about this situation, and we can postpone your decision on following him if
Mhm.
you desire. The runes on the wall essentially are scrawling invocations to the demon lord Baphomet, the Horned King. It is announcing this place to be the spiral of the Horned King. There are
Okay.
curses. There's a lot of curses against gnolls.
Okay.
So we're going to
Yeah.
possibly facing Minotaurs. Great.
There's also, if as you guys are looking, pretty much every deity that you see, dwarven, elvish, their names are there essentially as those inferior to Baphomet, but they're inverted. They're written upside down and in dried blood.
Interesting. Yeah. So
It
Nyx
basically.
will. Oh,
Go ahead.
Nyx will hold up a finger to Gash and then wander over to the wall and just start kind of running their hands over everything. And most of the heads you said here are gnoll heads.
Yes.
Well, they say as they're like reading the wall. I think maybe he might want revenge against Baphomet. This seems like the Baphomet controlled part of the maze.
Hmm. Wants us to kill a rival demon lord.
Oh, Baphomet is one of the demons that we have to kill?
I think so, according to the map.
Yep.
Well, I mean, then if this Gash fellow is so kind, then we could kill two birds with one stone. Literally.
I mean, I don't think we're actually going to be able to kill Baphomet here, but being able
Try.
to, no, being able to just
Nice.
Oh
na-
my god.
navigate
That's
away
cool.
could be enough.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't we need a few drops of the demon lord's blood?
I think we
Yeah.
can get it from somewhere else, right?
We need 4 drops of demon lord blood.
Yeah, on the fucking black market.
Well, okay.
Or from this guy. But if you're saying that we could get through because these gnolls don't like Baphomet, then I mean maybe we take the chance. And then I just start pantomiming to Gash. you you take us through the maze, but if you betray us, I will kill you. And the last one is just like me, like staring him down and doing like the finger across the throat.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh fuck.
You're going to tickle his throat?
I'm so excited for this roll. Please be a 1.
It's not letting me click on the skills. Okay, here we go. Intimidation. I am proficient in, motherfuckers. Oh man.
You have
He
advantage on
understands your
intimidation,
meaning.
Sci-fi.
He understands your meaning and is rightly terrified of you.
Can I
2 big thumbs up.
maybe just to wrap this conversation up? Can I use the gem of seeing
Mm-hmm.
and look around, including looking at the gash in the knoll?
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. You get true sight, and
Yeah,
true
120
sight,
feet.
and true sight essentially just for your information. What true sight does is the same thing as the spell. It basically you can see normal even in magical darkness. You can see invisible creatures, any invisible objects, any illusions you automatically can see through, as well as you perceive the original form of any shape changer, even if it has been transformed, and you can see ethereal creatures such as ghosts, things of that nature. That being said, with the singular exception of Adranix, everything here is as it seems. There are no illusions, shape changers, and the pathetic wretchedness of Gash the Knoll is as pathetic and wretched as it seems.
Okay, fair enough. And just double checking, the Shield Guardian and 6 are both as they seem, right?
Yes, they're both as mechanically glorious as they seem.
I have one more quick question, kind of an aside. I can see in dark vision and invisible creatures with the robe of eyes.
Hmm.
Does that mean that Nyx can just always see smoke when he's in darkness? If he counts as invisible, for the purpose
He's
of.
treated as if he's invisible. Let me pull up
I
the
mean,
robe of eyes, but you can see in darkness. What is that?
and invisible creatures.
Let me
Just an
see.
aside. I mean, aside from when he's like, rolling a 32 in stealth and just can't be seen by anybody.
Yeah, you can see in all directions. You have dark vision. You see invisible creatures, etc. I mean, you would need to actually get to beat him on his stealth check to see him,
Mhm.
but you get advantage on it.
Yeah, that just popped into my head while we were sitting here.
But you would, yeah, his stealth check still can make him not seen by you, but it wouldn't be instantly invisible. Well, that is where we're going to stop for the night, and you guys can proceed with Gash the Knoll and the eye patch of Agile Smoke. Next game.
Okay.
Sounds
Do me
good.
a favor, Alex, send me a reminder sometime over the next week to get your crossbow bolts set up for you.
Much appreciated. Will do.
You guys have a good week.
All right.
Sounds
You as
good.
well. Good game, guys.
GG,
Indeed.
See ya.
everyone.
Good game.
Indeed.
Take it easy. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Night, everyone.